This is based on the Devi Mahatmya Shaktism version of this Hindu story. Once upon a time, there was an asura, or devil, named Makisha. Makisha was a crafty trickster who tricked the Deva, or god, of creation, Brahma. Makisha tricked Brahma into granting a boon through his self-discipline to hide his pride during penance. The first thing the asura asked for was to be immortal. Brahma declined, saying that it goes against the universal law of birth and death, which only gods can be relieved of. So, Makisha revised this wish and asked for no animal, demon, man, or god to be able to kill him, ignorantly excluding women and goddesses. After this, Makisha decided to raise war between the Asuras and Devas. The Asuras attacked the three worlds, heavens, earth, and the underworld, and overthrew the Devas. So the Devas decided to hold a meeting. They decided that they would combine to allow the goddess Durga, also known as Shakti and Mahamaya, to take form. In many depictions of the Deva, she is depicted as a source of power for the gods. So, by combining, they created her form. It is said that Durga rode into battle on a lion, and she was granted the weapons of each Deva that combined to create her form, and ultimately ended the war by killing Makisha with her weapon, a trident. While there are many versions of this Hindu tale due to there being different types and practices of Hinduism, this is the most common depiction of it. And we can find art that depicts this scene across modern-day India, Nepal, Cambodia, and Indonesia. Like this one from Khmer, Cambodia, it is referred to as the Durga killing the buffalo demon, made sometime between 1100 and 1300 with a gilded copper alloy. This piece is in the Rubin Museum of Himalayan Art. As you can see, it depicts the goddess Durga with her foot on the lion that she rode in on, and she's using it as a support to apply more weight onto the body of the water buffalo that has the torso of a man. This creature is Makisha. Makisha is also known as Mahish Asura, Mahish meaning buffalo and Asura for demon. The viewer can see where Durga's trident was once stabbing Makisha, even Durga's hand in a circle to hold it, and a small cylinder coming out of Makisha's chest where the rest of the trident would have been connected. You can see that Makisha has two attendants. They are off the pedestal that Durga, the lion, and Makisha are on. And if you take a closer look at their chests, you can notice that they have the weapon of the Devas in them. The two figures help create a triangle that guides your eyes up to Durga. In the sculpture, nothing is shown standing or to be more than half the size of Durga, even furthering the hierarchy of power. One may also say that the triangle reflects the Hindu-Indian class system, also known as the caste system, where the weaker attendees of Makisha are not even on the pedestal. Then we have the lion, which often represents royalty, that aids Durga, and Makisha, a leader of warriors, both of whom don't stand tall, leaving only the goddess Durga, who is spread out, taking up as much of the composition as possible. You can see her physically standing on the backs of those below her. This power that Durga holds is heightened even more by the almost halo her arms make around her head, which could have taken inspiration from popular medieval halos that European works often had. Speaking of her arms, even from looking at the sculpture from the back, all of her arms appear to naturally occur out of her body. You can see a different weapon being held in each hand given to her by the Devas, though some have been lost to time. While there is a strict structural base, you can see that Durga, who is up on top, is dynamic and poised. She also has on expensive jewelry, such as her crown, earring, armlets, her necklace, some of which have been embedded with precious jewels. She also has on what appears to be expensive fabric on her skirt. This probably reflects how priests were perceived and their wealth at the time. This is made of a gilded copper alloy, so this was probably originally more shiny, and you can see some of the damage where the gilding has worn away. The lost wax casting technique was used to make this, which has been perfected by metal sculpturers of the Kathmandu Valley. The use of gilded copper is particularly important regarding medieval India because it was believed to embed objects with sacred powers and was used to enhance the power of an icon. So the fact that this piece has a gilded copper alloy, we can only imagine how important and how valued it was to this culture and people.